to the music. Come on, are you ready?
DJ Cross and
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Accommodation TV. Today I want to thank you all for all your comments, for all your words. We really appreciate. God bless you. I'm here with another amazing video. Africans experienced after COVID-19 living in China. So I'm basically talking about Africans living in China, their experiences after COVID-19. So I have some friends who shared their experiences with me, and I'm going to be sharing my experience as well with you guys. So today, if you are just coming to this channel for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to our returning subscribers, thank you so much. We really appreciate. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for your beautiful comments and your beautiful words. So as we all know, COVID-19 has really dealt with so many people around the world in one way or the other. I think nobody in this world will say I wasn't negatively affected by COVID-19. It's been a lot of setbacks this 2020. So many bad news, so many things happening this year. So today I'll be sharing with you my experience as an African living in China, and I'm going to be talking with some of my friends, and they'll be sharing some of their experiences as well. COVID-19 dealt with me in a very strong way. Yes, it's not been easy. We faced a lot of racism, a lot of discrimination. We have been accused of bringing the virus to China in so many ways. Sometimes when people see us on the road, they increase the length of their mask. More uncomfortable when they see us. It's like we are the virus ourselves. So it's not been easy so far. It's not been easy so far. We face a lot. I remember one time when I was going downtown, I was inside the bus, and where I was sitting, we had a lot of chairs, and people weren't comfortable enough to sit beside me. They had to stand for about a 10 to 20 minutes drive. I'll be sharing the video as I proceed. So I just decided to spread in the bus, and you know, I like, okay, since you guys are scared of me, you don't want to sit beside me, let me spread myself in the bus. So it's not been really easy. Sometimes it's like some kind of pride, but still deep down within you, you feel uncomfortable, like you are some kind of plague or you are the virus.
Right now I am in the bus going to work, and unfortunately, because I have occupied the back seat, people prefer to stand up because they don't want to sit beside me. Can you imagine? It's really crazy. It's so crazy. I have basically occupied the whole back seat, and they prefer to stand to their destination because they don't want to sit with me. What the fuck? Also, I'm not wearing a mask, so I so much like it, you know. Sometimes I prefer things like this because it gives me more reason to flex out. So there, let them stand while I'm sitting. That's the best thing. Huh? Let them stand while you sit. It's respect.
Secondly, which is so aching and almost made me frustrated, was accommodation. I had to move from the city where I was to a new city, and getting a house was a problem. I went to over 10 buildings, and they told me I cannot go in. Why? Because I'm black, I'm African. They didn't want me to stay in the community. So I will likely go to the building itself, and when they call the landlord, we talk about everything, and they're like, from where is she from? They say Africa. Oh, no. The community will not be happy to have an African. You know, the virus is spreading abroad. But guys, we have been here. We have stayed here with you guys. The borders are still closed. Nobody has come into your country. We have been here with you through thick and thin. We fought it all together. We prayed for it to go because we know this is where we prayed with you. We stood in solidarity for the country because this is where our livelihood comes from. How can you all of a sudden treat us like strangers? How can you treat us like trash? How can you treat us like the pandemic itself? I was so frustrated, but God being so kind, I got a small place. It wasn't that comfortable, like, you know, but it was okay for me to lay my head on, because moreover, this is not where I'm going to be for the rest of my life. I just need somewhere that I can hide myself, I can be on my own without being stressed or without being talked to anyhow. So I met this landlord who was very good, and he offered me accommodation. Thirdly, I would say in a little way it has been advantageous to us because we got more jobs. The white skin people are around, so we got more opportunities as compared to before, because those who were here or those who are here have upper hands of getting 1 or 2 menial jobs that usually goes to the white skin. So I think that is a little bit of a positive note on the COVID-19 situation here with us. And negatively again, I lost my dad, and I could not travel home because the borders are closed. I could not say goodbye to my father. I could not see him for the last time, and we have been financially broke too due to the indoors and everything. I know almost everybody is facing this aspect all over the world, so I'm sorry about that. It's kind of emotional because I was very close with him, or to him. I was very close to him. Like we had a very good relationship. But in his last moment, I didn't see him. It hurts, but still, we thank God so far. Enough of me. Let me get to talk with the other people. Let's see what they have and what they have experienced so far as Africans living in China after COVID-19. So we'll start with Daddy J. Daddy J, what do you think about, or what are your experiences about COVID-19 in China?
Hi Accommodation TV, thanks for having me on this platform today. I'm really humbled and honored you recognizing me as a young Pan-Africanist in China to talk about my own experiences during and after COVID-19. You see, my experiences are not different from what many Africans have been facing across the world, and from what I have been facing since I came to China. You know, from the day I came to China, that is when I believed, or I accepted with the fact that Samuel Eto'o was being thrown a banana in the field, and he got angry the way he got and had to even leave the field. Like, it's a painful matter. So what I'm trying to say is that my experiences is based on racism. Like, I faced a form of racism during this period of COVID-19 here in China that I could not imagine myself. I was rather unfortunate that I had to renew my passport during this period because my passport was expiring. So I had to travel to Beijing because the Cameroonian embassy gave me an appointment in Beijing during that period for the renewal of my passport. So on me traveling, I had to first of all go to a city in the Hunan province of China, that is Changsha. I was with a friend. So when we traveled, we had a mission there. We had to make a day in Changsha City. When we arrived Changsha City, we finished doing the thing we were supposed to do there, and we were looking for a hotel to spend the night. But behold, we walked over 10 different hotels, but we were being denied. Like, they were telling us we are foreigners, they cannot rent us a hotel. Like, we even showed them our passport. They told us that no, maybe we have traveled out of China within this period, so they cannot allow us to rent in the hotel. And when we even went to spend the night, like maybe we can hang up anywhere around the club, but we were still denied entry in that particular club. So we had to spend our night in a KF.
Wow, that's really serious. You can imagine the frustration he has gone through. Okay,
maybe we can hang up anywhere around the club, but we were still denied entry in that particular club. So we had to spend our night.
Did you hear that? They had to spend the night in KFC. A KFC is a small restaurant, for those who don't know, like
in a KFC at the train station. And I had to leave the city to travel to Beijing, and I took a sleeper. So when I got into my train, in you know how the China speed train are, the slow train are. So when I got to my room, there were different beds. Everybody who was in that particular room in that train, they had to leave because I was a black. In fact, everything that reflects to the black color during that period was COVID-19. So I had to spend my night there in that particular room alone. But I was very comfortable. I was like, wow, that's how I was changing the bed.
He was changing the bed. Same like me, the way I was spreading in the bus when they refused, they don't want to sit there. So I was just spreading in the bus and occupying the whole place. Okay, Daddy J, that was great.
And it was, to me, it was a kind of a racial act to the black. So Ricky, this came not only to condemn me, but rather to boast my already having edge towards Pan-Africanism. And you, Ricky, you know that if I'm going to school today, I'm not going to school because of my family or the village I'm coming from, but because of Africa. I'm going to school so that I can learn new things and be a part of the movement to make Africa great again. You know that if Africa was the way it's supposed to be, or it was supposed to be, we would have not been coming to China to even study here. We would have studied in our own Africa, we would have worked in our own Africa, and we would have made Africa the way it was supposed to be. So if you're listening to me today, I challenge you to have this edge towards Africa, Pan-Africanism, to make Africa great, to make Africa the way it's supposed to be. Like, I wish I had enough time to talk to this TV channel, but you can see how I'm talking fast because I have a very limited time. So Ricky, on the part after COVID-19, I haven't really experienced more because I took a challenge to stay at a particular spot for this period of time, so I haven't really been going out. So my experiences are really based on during COVID-19. Like, I faced many challenges even at home. The police were visiting my house almost every day. So I wish I had a long time. My name is Daddy J. I'll see you again. Shalom.
So guys, we've heard what Daddy J said. We've seen his experiences so far. It hasn't been an easy task for almost all of us, but we thank God so much. We give him all the glory. So after I had a talk with Daddy J, you guys have heard what he said. I had to anchor with Gloria Ille. She's also an African YouTuber from Nigeria. So I also anchored with her. She's going to be sharing with us her experiences as well. So stay tuned. Let's watch what she has to say, or let's listen to what Gloria Ille has to say about her experiences COVID-19.
Okay, my experience as an African living in China after the COVID-19, it has not been easy, really. It has the good side and the bad side. And I would like to first of all talk about the good side of it. I've noticed that a lot of Chinese now don't do this kind of their spitting things that they spit everywhere, which is really good for me because I easily get nauseated when they just do that and just throw anywhere, whether in the subway or in the bars or just right in front of you. You're just walking by the street, somebody just does that and just spit right in front of you. So I really like that part of it because it has really reduced my anxiety towards that, because anytime I'm going out, the first thought that comes to my mind is all those air everywhere. The bad part of all this COVID-19 thing is that with all that is happening now, our freedom has been limited. Whenever you're going out, it's a kind of, you're conscious of where you're going to and stuff like that. And also with school, we don't have access to go out often the way we used to go out before. You have to apply for permission to go out, and it has to be important before you can be allowed to leave school, and it's not been easy, but at least we're getting by. And another part of it is, okay, you're not allowed to leave your province in general. So throughout this summer holiday,
Does it mean that for the whole holidays you haven't gone out, you just stayed in the same province? Wow, that's really harsh because you guys are in dormitory, right?
you're not allowed to visit other provinces. So for example, you can't go to places that have the beach. If you're in a place that have a beach, you're lucky, you have places to visit. But if you're in places that don't have all those summer relaxation spot, that means you're confined to your place. You're not allowed to visit friends because of, okay, you don't know who has and who does not. So it's not been easy. Another thing with the traveling part is flights are not available, and the ones that are available, the prices are so high. So for people who are
$1,000 for one-way ticket, that's huge. That's really huge.
Graduated, you cannot actually travel back home because there are no flights, international flights, and the price, if there is to your country, the prices are extremely high. And still, social gathering has not yet kicked up because we just do most of the things online now, and it's really not good. And one of the bad aspects of the COVID-19 on us foreigners being in China is I've experienced this firsthand, not once, severally. You are taking, you're boarding a train, and when you sit close to a Chinese person, some of them just stand and just leave the chair. They prefer to stand and sit close to a foreigner, which is not good. It's like a kind of discrimination. It sends a lot of bad signal, and it tends to make you feel, after all, I'm not the one that brought in the COVID-19, and I was here all through it, but yet we face those kind of challenges. You're sitting down next to a person, or there's an empty space close to a Chinese person in a train. You go sit there, and all of a sudden the Chinese person just stands and leave the chair. He prefers to sit close to his fellow Chinese than to sit close to you, which, guys, it's really stressful. Another thing is, when you're allowed to go out, anywhere you're going to, the train, the shopping mall, most of those places, whenever, before you're allowed to enter, you have to show your health code. Without your health code, you can't enter those places. They require you to know that you're healthy for them to allow you mingle with other people or just pass by those places. So these are some of my few experiences after the COVID-19 as a foreigner living in China.
Thank you so much, Gloria.
Thank
you so much. We really appreciate you joining us to share with us your experiences as an African living in China before and after. I really appreciate you, Gloria. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. And yeah, it's not really been easy, for sure. It's not really been easy, but we thank God so far for guiding us through, for giving us the strength to go through it. And I'm sure everything that happened is for a purpose, is preparing us for something ahead, to fight for where we're coming from and to bring back that positivity of our continent, Africa. So I'm really glad to hear from you. And I also had the opportunity to anchor with Angoh TV. Angoh TV is an African YouTuber from Ghana. He is also here in China, so we'll be talking with him to hear his experiences or to know what he's been going through or what he has faced so far as an African living in China during COVID and after COVID-19. So let's talk with Angoh TV. Angoh TV, thank you so much for joining us. Angoh TV, my brother from Ghana, thank you so much for joining us and for taking this opportunity to share your experiences with us after and before COVID-19 or during COVID-19. Thank you so very much. Oh guys, let's hear what Angoh TV has to say, what he has experienced as an African living in China during and after COVID-19. So Angoh TV.
Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. You can call me Piero. If you know me on WeChat, I go by Great Piero. Well, this era of pandemic, I wouldn't say post pandemic because we are still in it. but things are a little bit okay relative to a couple of months ago or so. Yeah, things have not been, very rosy for us here in China. Things have been very, very hard. But to me, especially, it's been bad. I wouldn't say worse. Yeah, jobs have been very difficult to, come by since the outbreak. You know how Chinese people, some Chinese react. Yeah, so it's been hard getting a job. With respect to accommodation, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm not facing the problem that most people are facing as a result of being black. I'm not having that one here. Yeah, but with respect to jobs, it's been really difficult. Yeah, but a couple of weeks ago, I came across some, one or two jobs that right now I'm doing. So all in all, it hasn't been easy, but it hasn't been the worst case scenario too. Yeah, so I would say I wouldn't complain so much. Yeah, I'm hoping that in the coming month things will be better. We can have some semblance of normalcy, so that you wouldn't think more about what is going on right now. I'll end my video by telling you that be careful, the virus is still around. Wear your mask and do all the necessary requirements that is there to protect you from this COVID-19. God bless you. God bless me. And of course, God bless my country, Ghana.
Wow. So we've heard from Angoh TV. So he said it hasn't been the worst scenario. So much, great Piero, Angoh TV on YouTube. Thank you so much for sharing with us your experiences. We really appreciate. So far, it's not been the best, but we appreciate. Yeah, life threw us so many challenges. So we believe that COVID has been one of the challenges, or is one of those challenges that has been shown to us this year, 2020. And to our brothers, we need to come together to strive to make a better home for us. Because if we were in our countries, we wouldn't be facing all this discrimination and all the small petty things that have been happening so far. So we have to be strong and fight back as Africans to make Africa great again, so we don't have to go to other people's country to take what they present to us in any form. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment in the section below and give this video a thumbs up. The first time, don't forget to hit the subscription button, turn on the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you so much. We really appreciate Sock Nation TV for life. We are here to bring you the best of Africa, the best of entertainment, the best of inspirational and educative videos. See you in my next video. Bye bye and peace out.
I be trapping on this one. I be feel you be feel me. You be love me, I be love you. You be give me.